Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. The playoff picture is taking shape. The NBA season approaches crunch time. It's the Miami Heat facing off against the Philadelphia 76ers. See you soon.
Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. With Steve Kerr and Clark Hillo, this is Kevin Harlan. The Philadelphia 76ers, they won their last contest, that game against the Nets. And that was a serious blowout. Not too many people can claim that they saw that coming.
And their shooting percentage from that game tells the story. They got hot and they stayed hot.
I know, it was something to watch, wasn't it? I mean, I kept waiting for those guys to cool off, and it just never happened.
So here's Miami's starting group. Mario Chalmers and Dwayne Wade, the tandem in the backcourt. Chris Bosh is out there with Smooth, and it's Geiger in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the 76ers, we've got Moses Malone, Allen Iverson out there with Evan Turner, and it's Richardson, and it's Young in at the 4 spot. Here's Bosh. From outside, off the mark. Miami on defense. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And not to discount defense, guys, but it was their effectiveness offensively that allowed them to finish that game out.
Yeah, spoken like a true sharpshooter. The battle at that end of the floor, which they won easily, really told the story.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, Clark.
Chalmers pass to Bosh. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist.
And it's his poise at the offensive end that impresses me most. This guy is unflappable.
There have not been a lot of years where the 76ers have missed out on the playoffs, Kevin. I mean, overall, the franchise has done a really good job of keeping the down years to a minimum and having a shot at the title in a number of those seasons.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
A bit ago, Doug Collins and I were able to chat. When we talked about what they'll try to do on defense, he told me they're going to have to do everything they can to neutralize their opponent's high flyers, saying, quote, "We can't play above the rim like these guys, so we'll have to do our best to keep them away from the hoop." Gentlemen, easier said than done.
Thanks again, Doris. Well, back to what you were saying about the 76ers, Clark. Even with all the coaching changes they've had in the last decade and a half, they've always been, it seems like, in the mix.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Oh.
Tearing that roof down with that one.
Yeah, and really a dunk contest dunk that time. Wow.
Yeah, unreal. What a dunk.
Iverson kicks to Richardson. He dishes it to Turner. Young, a screen on Wade. Turner dishes to Richardson. Shoots from the elbow. Shot's good. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Wade outside. Free throw line jump shot. Hits it. Well done in the second effort. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Iverson kicks to Malone. 76ers moving the ball around. Iverson outside. Malone, a screen on Chalmers. Iverson gets the bucket. Iverson's got his second basket.
Good work turning that into an easy 2-point. He can attack the rim as well as anybody.
Here's Del Rosario. Iverson grabs the board.
And no defender was around him to influence that shot. It didn't hurt them there, but, they can't make that mistake twice.
Bosh with the bucket.
Just like they drew it up, fellas.
The 76ers trail by 4.
And there's no question Chris Bosh is the linchpin of the Miami front court. And on a team with limited depth up front, he has a really important role to fill, and he's got to be there every night for Miami.
Good.
I think we could see them put up some big numbers if they keep shooting like this. I mean, 4 or 5 early, and they look focused and locked in.
And here's Chalmers for 3, and it's good.
Steve, you talk about Bosh needing to play such a huge role for the Heat in their front court. I think his versatility helps. He's 6'11". He can go inside and out. He's a better defender on the ball and off than he's given credit for. I really think he's a special player, just a tier or two below the elite level all-stars in the NBA.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
And Kevin, they put so much effort into the final few minutes of regulation in that game that they were pretty burned out in the overtime period.
Yeah, that's an excellent call by you, Steve. I thought there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT.
Luol Deng is checked in for Miami. Malone kicks to Iverson. Shot clock at 5. Pushes up, and he lays it straight in. Iverson's got 6.
And Doug Collins, the head coach of the Sixers, he was actually the #1 overall pick in the 1973 draft. And had 4 years as an All-Star in his 8 seasons in the league before his career was cut short by injury.
Lynch, he's checked in for Jason Richardson. Josh McRoberts is checked in for the Heat. Red comes in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Smooth. 23 points for him the last game against Atlanta.
He was a factor defensively as well. He blocked 2 shots. I thought he changed several others.
And you mentioned Doug Collins playing today. He's cut short by injury. He's also had, Steve, a very good career as a broadcaster. So good, in fact, he was elected into the Hall of Fame.
I think the best color commentator that the NBA has ever seen, to be honest with you, Kevin. I know you worked with him for many years. I've worked with him as well. I've learned so much from him in terms of how to communicate what you're seeing on the floor as a broadcaster. So that's the only bad thing about him coaching, is we don't get to listen to him anymore.
Well, Heat leading by 3. Here's Pat. 9 points last game. Pass to Beasley. 3-pointer. Rebound by the 76ers. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's McKee. They get the rebound. Iverson with the bucket.
He's got the firepower, feeling the rhythm here, going 5 for 5 so far.
Yeah, everything seems to be working. He's in a nice groove. Kevin, his great ball handling ability puts a lot of pressure on the defense. He's able to break down defenders and get to wherever he wants on the floor, and that allows him the best angle to attack the defense.
Also, guys, think about it. Is there anybody more clutch than he is? I mean, he's won a lot of games for him by grabbing the reins and simply taking over down the stretch.
And stolen by Iverson. That's good. Iverson's got 13.
6 for 6 now. He's rolling.
And he's not on the first 6 attempts. I mean, he is scorching out there.
If we're going to break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Miami. And, of course, the 76ers. Down 5 spots from them.
Checking out Miami, they've been just as tough as everybody expected coming into this season. I mean, one of the teams with a legit chance, in my mind, to win it all.
And with the playoffs rapidly approaching, Clark, this is what you work all season for. They've got to be excited and prepared for the challenge. It has been all offense here early.
It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's been an entertaining game as well, guys.
Hayes up top. Back to Iverson. The feed to Odom. Can't hit. Now the Heat take it the other way. Chalmers passes to Beasley. He kicks it to Haslam. Now the pass to Pack. Dishes it to Chalmers. Takes a three, and Wright pulls it down.
Nice early advantage for them on the glass, guys.
You know, part of rebounding well early is just going after the ball and boxing out. I mean, establishing that tone so that you can maintain it later in the game.
Here's Pat, looking for his first bucket of the game. Beasley left side. 5 to shoot. Over Wright. No good from Beasley. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Pat, guarded by Wright. And that one is good by Beasley.
This is an interesting matchup. Neither team has been able to get an edge.
I tell you what, it's been enjoyable to watch this one. I mean, they haven't given an inch to each other, and neither side is backing down in this one.
Odom kicks to Iverson. Back to Odom. Baseline jumper, and he puts that one in. Odom's got his first basket. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. 76ers lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
Tune in next Sunday. The Golden State Warriors hit the road for a duel with the Houston Rockets. Do not miss it.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve.
The 76ers leading. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Miami. Hang out there with Smooth. And it's Michael Redd. Then it's Geiger. And it's Pack in at the point. And Miami has possession. Here's Smooth. Here's the 3. Good. Smooth's got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, remember, you got to fight through screens to avoid giving up open looks.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Steve. And the defense has to go over the top of that screen. I think that's how they get it done.
Pulls from the top of the key. Richardson, no luck.
Well, that was not a smart play there. That's a wild shot. They can get something better.
No, that's not smart basketball. He should have passed that shot up.
Here's Del Rosario. Up and in on the layup. Smooth's got 7 points.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
And McKee kicks to Malone. It's Richardson on the wing. Over Dang. Richardson missing again.
You gotta like the defense not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do it. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
Well, when you think about Evan Turner, you think about the ball handling, the passing, the rebounding. Second overall pick back in 2010. He's really worked at his shot, too. That's been his only weakness as a pro. But that's gotten better, and I think as you watch him develop over the next few years, it will improve dramatically.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Pass to Lynch. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Brown dishes to Eli. The shot no good.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Gets it to go. And for Turner, the good news offensively is he's pretty good finishing close to the basket.
Yeah, his ball handling is tight. He's got a nice rush hour handle to him. He's got a good work ethic. He's a perfectionist, sometimes to a fault, but you like the fact that he cares and wants to be good and wants to win. His shooting form has been revamped, and he'll continue to get better there. So I think he's going to be really an outstanding pro for a long time.
Wade drives in, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Dwayne Wade's one of the most versatile scorers in the NBA. We know that. I mean, his ability to score off the bounce, post up, get to the free throw line, score in transition. He's just so strong, and then he adds that great footwork to go along with it. It's impossible to stop completely, that's for sure.
And Wade never considered really an elite shooter, but as a slasher, I think, arguably, Clark, he might be the best in the league at that.
Yeah, that's not even debatable. He clearly is one of the elite slashers, not only now, but in the history of the game. And he perhaps is one of the best bank shooters off the dribble that we've seen. His agility and ability to get past defenders. He's got an eel-like quality to him to add to that athleticism, which makes him unbelievable to watch when he's got it going.
Odom kicks to Hayes. Rejected by Anderson. And here's Chalmers from the arc. Bosch passes to Haslam. Wade dishes to Chalmers. The drive by Wade.
Oh, how about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow. Nasty, nasty. Whoa.
And that look right there on Clark says it all.
He's not alone, Kevin. That was just mean right there.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brown with the screen on Chalmers. Here's Iverson. Got it from 16 feet. Iverson's got 4 points in the quarter.
No question about it, guys. He's been one of their best performers today.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
And for him, so far this season, he's shooting 83% from the free throw line. Those are outstanding numbers.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
McKee's checked in for the 76ers. Free throw good, Iverson. Here's Chalmers. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
You know what was great, too, Kevin, was the way he balanced getting his own shots and making plays for others.
Kicks it to Wade. Wade, double team. Bosch, shot clock at 6. Over McKee. No good from Wade. The 76ers trail by 4. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And for a point guard, you love LUV. That finish. Wow.
Yeah, he's really been able to get off his feet and shot.
Incredible athleticism, both laterally and vertically.
Pax checked in for Chris Anderson. The dish to Chalmers. Feeds it to Wade. Oh!
Look out!
Wow. Call it hang time and bang time.
Unbelievable.
You gotta just shake your head on that one.
And McKee kicks it to Odom. To the inside. Bosch with some nice D.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
No one covering. Now it's a 7-point Heat lead.
Well, Bosch is a skilled power forward. He has a polished face-up game. What he really wants to do is catch the ball 15, 17 feet out, turn, face, and use either that jump shot or the quickness to get around his defender.
Well, a big part of his versatility is the accurate jump shot. I mean, able to spread the floor for his teammates as penetrators, and with his 6'11" height, it's a tough shot to recover to.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Moses Malone. He's checked in for Hayes. Young comes in for Lamar Odom. Jason Richardson. He's checked in for Lynch. And it's Turner in for McKee. Here's Smooth. Shoots. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Boy, he's really doing a nice job taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Iverson outside. And Young kicks to Turner. Funny shot. And there's Iverson. That's good on the assist by Turner. 24 points for Iverson.
They don't seem to have many answers for him in this game. He's doing a terrific job out there. Outstanding work.
The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Young. Another shot. Malone. Good. Malone's got his second bucket of the game to go.
He was not to be denied that time, guys. Fought his way to the glass and came up with the points.
Here's Smooth. And he hits the jump shot. And the Heat lead by 5.
You know, he's given them a nice scoring option through most of this game.
Iverson outside. Screen by Malone. He feeds it to Richardson. And the 3 off target. The Heat leading by 5. Inside. Deflected. Young with the steal. He dishes it to Iverson. Good. Iverson's got 26.
My goodness, seems like he's got every point this quarter. Just an amazing job helping to cut into this lead.
What you love about Thaddeus Young out of Georgia Tech is the small ball 4 position that he plays. He's so quick and active that he's a nightmare for opposing power forwards to cover. But he's long enough to defend bigger players at the other end of the floor.
And here's Richardson outside. Richardson missing again.
Looks like he's lost his focus a little bit. Not playing well in this quarter.
Dang with the bucket.
That's how you extend the lead. I mean, they have tremendous confidence going for them right now, and that confidence is leading to some excellent shooting.
Shot from the low block. And again, it's Philadelphia. And Thaddeus Young, great in transition and able to drive and finish at the rim.
Yeah, I really like his improvement and how he's developed as a player. He's tough for most big men to stay in front of. He's got the nice left-handed stroke, which I think keeps guys off balance a bit. And he really brings high energy and scoring punch off the bench.
6 on the shot clock. Iverson passes to Richardson. Goes up from the top of the key. No good.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him with that range.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. It's the Heat. They lead by 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thanks for being with us here on 2K Sports. Every day, the playoff picture is becoming more clear. Miami up on top against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Boy, it's a real treat to see 2 elite teams just battling for supremacy. Smooth has been tremendous in the first half. He has 11 points, and look at the work he's been putting on the floor in terms of field goal percentage. He is taking quality shot after quality shot. And a resilient 76ers team is staying in it. They've been getting roundly outplayed up to this point, and they'll need a bounce-back effort to make up for it in the second half. Jason Richardson hasn't made an impact so far. The flavor for that first half, brickalicious. He'll have to improve. Let's start off with a peek at some games scheduled for later on. For the Raptors, they'll be up against the Celtics in Boston. That one an all-Eastern Conference affair. That gets going 7:30 Eastern. And another game that's coming up, over at Verizon Center, the Wizards will face off against the Bucks. Both teams would really like to take that game. 7 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific is the tip time. And a look here at the other NBA action. The Los Angeles Lakers will be playing against the Hawks out in Atlanta. So we got a nice East meeting West battle happening there. A 7:30 Eastern tip time. And that'll be our report. Thanks so much for joining us. We hope to see you next time.
It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. What a game we're seeing from Allen Iverson.
Yeah, give him credit. He's been very selective with his shots, and it's paying off for him and his team.
You know, he's taking exactly what the defense is giving him, and he's not forced anything. And that's exactly how you should play the game, in my opinion.
Allen Iverson out there with Evan Turner. Then there's Moses Malone. Then it's Young, and it's Richardson in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Del Rosario. There's the bucket. Good. Smooth's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Heat. The 76ers shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Malone kicks to Young. Iverson over Wade. Iverson, no luck. Wade outside. Launches it. No good. Now the 76ers with it. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. 3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Pass to Chalmers. The feed to Bosh. Back to Chalmers. Turner with the steal. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Not stop. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
And the Heat making a change here. Nick Roberts is checked in. Bosh, that's good.
And how much do you love to see the big fella knocking down that 3 there, guys?
The 76ers trail by 7. Iverson dishes to Malone. Richardson kicks to Malone. Back to Richardson. Over Bosh. And again, Jason Richardson. Richardson's got 8 points.
Kind of been their bread and butter here tonight, that mid-range shot.
Yeah, you know, and living by the jump shot so far, they're living luxuriously and lavishly.
The rebound by Turner.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
And it's Richardson slamming it down.
You know, how exciting is it, guys, to see him go hard to the basket like that? I love it.
It's always fun to see, and it's one of the sights you can count on when he's out there, for sure.
Yeah, but you got to try to do more to slow him down. You can't play him so soft near the hoop.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And there's the pass to Turner. He kicks to Young. Rebound by the Heat. Smooth's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at the Bradley Center in Milwaukee. That game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road.
Well, no doubt the Milwaukee fans want to see the Bucks take that game.
He's definitely showing some real sweet dunking skills here.
Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. What a play.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
Iverson against Chalmers. The drive by Iverson. Good on the baseline, Jay. Iverson's got 28.
Well, he's smart. He's getting good shots, and he's knocking them down.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And Chalmers kicks to Bosh. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. Del Rosario.
Well, he brings a lot to the table, Kevin, that's for sure. And what I look to really is his pursuit of the ball. I mean, he gets you so many second chance opportunities because he anticipates so well, and he plays with a kind of a fearless aggressiveness.
We also would have to label him the human eraser, Steve. One of the few players whose blocks make it into the highlight reel.
2 on the clock. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Some teams live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best. Number 1, the Heat.
You know, unlike some of the other team statistics, there are a few key guys who have helped get them to the top of the leaderboard more than other teams. I mean, this is an outstanding three-point shooting team. They take advantage of their strengths by getting good looks from behind the arc.
And the Heat all-time hit. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Melvin Ely, he's checked in for Malone. Lynch comes in for Thaddeus Young. Jarrell Wright's checked in for Jason Richardson. And it's McKee in for Allen Iverson. Back passes to Beasley. And again, it's the Heat missing. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's McKee. Eli dishes to Turner. Dishes it to McKee. another shot. That's good. McKee's got his second bucket of the night.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
Here's Pat. Still looking to get on the scoreboard, but they recover it. And Anderson kicks to Dang. And stolen by Wright. Back to McKee. Passes it to Turner. Backs down. 16 feet away. Connects. The jumper drops. Now it's just a three-point Heat lead.
Well, none of the defenders were quick enough to step out and get a hand in his face on that jump shot. Big mistake there.
The Heat have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. On its way from Beasley for 2. Again, the miss by Beasley.
It's been a struggle for him offensively tonight, and they'd love to have his production out there.
No good from Eli.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. Defense offers just a little bit of resistance. He doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Rises up and throws it down.
Boy, that kind of hustle you just love to see.
And it gets his teammates fired up.
Yeah, especially with the powerful slam to finish things off.
Kicks to Beasley. Jacks up a three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. McKee's got his third rebound tonight. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. .157 left to play here in the third. Iverson with the ball. And he has 28 points for the game. And it's Brown missing.
Chris Anderson, the Birdman, they call him. The athletic, shot-blocking big man. Obviously a very colorful character, literally and figuratively, with all those tattoos. But he is an excellent defender and a guy who can really charge your team with some energy off the bench.
Here's Iverson. And it's Malone finishing it off.
There he goes again, that lower body root canal, clearing out space under the offensive glass.
Yeah, that is an area he absolutely excels in. Dentistry or not.
Does he need Novocaine for that?
And Anderson fond of body art, as you see. I mean, I think Clarkie's running out of space.
Kaleidoscopic. A new word for you there, Kevin, is what comes to mind when you think about Anderson. And the NBA has had its share of flamboyant players, and he's right in that group.
Here's Pat. Iverson covering. And it's Miami with another. There's 39 seconds left here in the third quarter. Screen by Malone. Iverson kicks to Brown. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson.
That's how you exploit that defense. Take the ball right to the basket.
Back to Dang. And the Heat, another three.
Oh, they're getting scorched by all these open threes they're giving up.
Yeah, it's really been the biggest pitfall for this club so far tonight. So many wide open looks for the opponent.
Brown kicks to Iverson. Screen by Malone with 4 seconds on the clock. And again, Allen Iverson. Iverson's got 32 points. It's right outside. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far.
62.
Heat lead by 3.
65.
And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
Coming up next Sunday night, the New Orleans Hornets go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Be there.
Point out the bench. Show you how to get this going.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Who's at the Sprite uncontainable game in this one? Well, let's send it out to our Doris. Doris?
Kev, as you might have guessed, the uncontainable game today goes to the Miami Heat. Everything seems to be going their way, and right now they look to be in complete control. We'll see if that's the case as we head into the final period.
All right, Doris, thanks. The Heat leading by 3. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth. Mario Chalmers in the electric D-Wade at the guards. Geiger is out there with Smooth, and it's Bosch in at the 3.
You know, Kevin, that's just him doing his thing. I mean, that's who he is, launching himself at the basket. I mean, he thrusts himself at the basket. He's an angry driver and attacker of the rim.
Malone passes to McKee. Lynch a screen on Chalmers. And Turner kicks to Malone. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And McKee gets it to go.
Man, they are both lighting it up here.
Exciting basketball, Steve. I mean, it's been back and forth. Each side dropping in points every chance they get.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Lynch. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for McKee. That free throw good from Wade. The 76ers trail by 6. Iverson kicks to Young. He passes to Turner. The dish to Iverson. Uses the drop step. And that one's good. Iverson's got 34 points.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Here's Smooth. It's good from the top of the key. And the Heat lead by 6. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Back to Iverson. Over Chalmers. And there's Iverson. That's good on the assist from Thaddeus Young. That's 36 points for Iverson. Chalmers dishes to Wade. A jump hook. And there's another one for the Heat. The 76ers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Richardson kicks to Malone. And it's Miami with the rebound. And here is Chalmers. Here's Wade. Can't get it to go. Nice defense from Malone. The 76ers trail by 6. Feeds to Richardson. Back to Iverson. He feeds it to Richardson. Stolen away. And they're on the break. That's good. Smooth's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they were not wasting any time on that fast break.
Well, when it starts with the turnover, that's the best time to get out and run. You can beat the defense down the floor that way.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doug Collins' huddle. He warned his team to get back in transition defense, saying they're giving up way too many fast break buckets, and he wants an end to it. He said, hey, let's slow the tempo and make them take some tough shots. A sound defensive strategy, Kevin.
Now the 76ers on the break. Richardson. No luck. And Miami the other way now. He dishes at the box. Poke loose. And stolen by Iverson. And they're pushing it up. It's stolen by Wade. Bosch kicks to Wade. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. That's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks down there.
To the middle.
Oh, hammer time. Wow. Hammer time. I tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Man, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Iverson kicks to Richardson. The feed to Turner. Back to Richardson. He kicks it to Turner. Just 4 to shoot. Over Wade. Shot's good by Turner. Timeout called. The Heat.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the timeout and give yourself a chance to regroup.
Pax checked in for the Heat. Here's Wade. It's hauled in by Allen Iverson. Iverson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Richardson the pass to Iverson. And he knocks down the jumper. Iverson's got 38 points.
Good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
Here's Del Rosario. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. And the Heat lead by 10.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for them. At some point, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Here's Bosch. Drills it from outside.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do when a team gets this hot from three-point land.
All you can really do is hope that they cool off. I mean, the way it's going for them in the second half here, I don't see any sign of that happening.
Bosch against Richardson. Pocket 6. Iverson, no good.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely. I think he should have converted that one.
T-Wade on the wing. Turner covering. Good look. It's hauled in by Malone. Malone's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Del Rosario. He trains the quick shot. Smooth's got 14 points now in the second half.
Another turnover, another bucket.
And you know, Steve, turnovers can really be game changers. I mean, they sap your team and then give the other team life. So it's man, what a play.
Looking to close this game out strong here.
Yeah, this one will be put away if they can get just a few more buckets. You can put it on ice.
And the 76ers call time here. They're behind by 17. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth.
Yeah, he is none too pleased with the play of his club out there, and looks like they need a little time to get things sorted out here.
I don't know if any coaches would be too happy if they just saw their team give up a run like this one.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Pat. .137 left to play in the final quarter. Shots good from Young.
He had to battle for that lay-in. Excellent, tough defense, but he found a way to get it down anyway.
The 3 from Chalmers. It's hauled in by Malone. The 76ers trail by 15. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time.
Mario Chalmers.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Well, one of the rule changes that the league has implemented recently, you see those pump fakes where the defender jumps in the air and then the offensive player jumps into him and heaves the ball at the basket. That's not supposed to be a shooting foul anymore.
Young's shot is off.
You know, I get the feeling he's pressing here a bit. There's a fine line between being intense and focused and being aggressive and pressing. And right now, he's pressing and hasn't found his rhythm in this game.
Turner. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Going back to that change that Clark just talked about, Steve, on that play, it's only supposed to be a foul if the player has started the shooting motion at the time of contact.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen a huge change in the way the game is whistled in that regard, but I do like the fact that the officials have the leeway to not reward a guy for making kind of a really awkward play that really isn't that related to the game of basketball.
Free throw good, Iverson. There's 48 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Geiger. Back to Chalmers. The pass to Wade. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. And the Heat lead by 12.
Yeah, this one is just about over. It's going to be an easy win for them in the end.
Yep, I think they can just about put this one on cruise control for the last few seconds here.
And Malone gets it to go on the assist by Iverson.
They could have used this run a while ago. It may not make much difference now.
Yeah, they hit that snooze button a little too much because they showed up late to this game.
I don't know, Clark. This looks over now.
Yeah, I agree with you. This is all but over.
At the line for your 76ers, Allen Iverson.
This free throw is good, and that puts them within single digits. He hits both from the stripe. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tack.
Watch out now.
Yeah, this is a done deal here. They've pretty much finished this team off.
Yep, we can put this one in the books. Too much to overcome now.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 10. 9 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Well, they can game plan all they want, but there's not enough time left for them to come back and win this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly what they think they're going to pull off here.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Miami ball.
High post try. No good. Here's Odom. Misses. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Smooth.